couple days after my grandma passed away, I woke up at 4 in the morning and couldn't fall back asleep. I couldn't stop thinking about my grandma. So I decided to write down what was going through my head. My grandma had a stroke a few years ago that really affected her body. And this was an abrupt end to one phase of life and the beginning to another. For both my grandma and for me. She couldn't be herself after her stroke. Her whole life, she tried to do things for the people she cared about and make them happy. But after her stroke, she was forced to let her family do things for her and have her family try to make her happy. And because of how amazing of a grandma she was and how much of an impact she had on me, I was devastated when this happened. I would cry myself to sleep thinking about how unhappy I imagined she was, and it was torture. I tried to think of anything I could do that would make her life better, like getting a stair lift installed on their house, or getting her a TV and blackout curtains for her room, or setting up a bedroom on the first floor of the lake house so that she could visit, or bringing over our neighbor's kids we babysat for so that she could hold a baby. She used the stair lift we got installed at their home only a couple times. Once to go to the lake house with us and sleep in the bedroom we set up for her on the first floor. And once to go to my sister's high school graduations. I've tried to think of a reason why all this sad stuff happened to her. And what positives we could take out of it. But I don't think there's any good way to look at it. It was horrible, and it was horrible because of how much we loved her and how much we knew she cared about making us happy. Since my grandma passed away, I hadn't cried until I wrote this. I wasn't sad until I wrote this. I didn't feel any of the feelings you should feel when someone you love is no longer with you. I felt all of those feelings when she had her stroke. And for the last few years, I've been grieving not the loss of my grandma, but the loss for my grandma. I know this is all really sad to talk about, but it's the truth. And all the sadness that people who loved her had felt over the last few years was a testament to our love for her. The way life usually works for humans is we only exist in the present and only view life through our current perspective. And if that were the case for me right now, I would be extremely sad. But I think it's important to try to exist in the present while also viewing life through our past perspectives. And because that's the case for me right now, I'm very happy we could all be here today and collectively show my grandma how much we love her and how much we loved her throughout all the time we were able to have together. My whole life, I felt like my grandma was watching over me, trying to ensure I was as happy as I could be. And now she finally is. And I know she's going to be God's busiest angel. The sadness you experience when looking back at all the positive memories of someone you loved who is gone is the price you pay for all the joy you were able to experience because of them. It's a price well worth paying, and I think my grandma would say it's a steal. With that being said, I'd like to play one last voicemail from my grandma and then read to you what I wrote to my grandma after she had her stroke.
Hi, this is Grandma Pat, and I realized today that no matter what else might happen to us, bad news, because we are truly blessed to have Justin and Amanda for the best grandchildren in the whole world. We're thankful for that. And we're thankful for the mother and dad who guide them. We love you all. Bye-bye.
So after my grandma had her stroke, I wrote a letter to her and my grandpa, and now I'm going to read that to you. Thank you for being such dedicated grandparents to me and Amanda. No matter what, you two have always made us the biggest priority in your life, and we are very blessed. I'm grateful for you guys always supporting us and loving us. The type of grandparents you have been to us is almost impossible to understand. My whole childhood, I've been used to you two being such a big part of my everyday life, just 2 minutes down the road. When I'm a grandparent, I want to be just like you guys have been to Amanda and I, and make sure my grandkids know they're the most important part of my life. What makes you happy is making your family happy, and I think that is the best way to live your life. Since you guys have been such a big part of my life, you've helped make me the person I am today and will be in the future. There's little things like the way of eating with a fork and knife that I've copied from Grandpa, or the types of TV shows I like to watch from Grandma. But there's also big aspects like finding things to teach people like Grandpa, or making everyone around you happy like Grandma. For the rest of my life, the impact you two have had on me will spread through all the people I interact with. And this will be passed on to my kids and my kids' kids. So what I'm trying to say is, I don't think you can live a more impactful or loving life than you two have, because you've made Amanda and I the people we are today. And you're always going to be a part of us and our kids' kids.